Banter.
All-Star FM. Talking about voiceovers before, Jonesy, because you love my. I've got the guy from X Factor to do me voiceover in the mix. That one with Alex Simmons. I love it.
I'm going home with it, mate. I'm going to put it down, tag it as my message or ringtone for you, Alex Simmons, and then I'm going to get you to get me one done as well. What is it, 30 quid or something?
Yeah. Jamie Jones-Buchanan. He's awesome.
If we ever get any sponsorship, should we give it on front of a CD for all guests that come on?
Well, we're doing the kit. Like, honestly, Josh, we're going next level with some of our ideas we've got for Rugby League. But we've got a kit being made, full-on a Rugby AM kit. So every year we'll have our own Rugby AM kit. People can buy them on the website. Some of the money will go to charity. But then each player that comes to the show, you'll get your own kit. So it'll be Josh Charnley, number 2. Yeah. Pettybourne, what number are you?
22.
No, do you want a better number 10 or 8?
Okay, number 8. Then.
Number 8. We'll get you an 8. Don't tell JP. So Pettybourne, number 8. So you'll get your own shirt. That'll be your shirt for the season. There'll be 2 shirts. There'll be yours that you keep, then one that you sign, and then we auction it off for charity at the end of the year. But there's only them 2 shirts in the world that'll ever be that. Good idea, isn't it? It's cool, isn't it?
That's a good idea.
Just thinking as well, Simo, while Chu's trying to communicate with you, I've modified our new Rugby AM hat.
Oh, is it snapback now?
Yeah, I've put it Josh Charnley style. I ironed it out. I'm going to wear this for the rest of the show, but I love a good hat.
What we've done this week is we're trying to get more interactive with the music, because Tudor's had some shockers recently, let's be fair. And we said to each guest they could pick a record, and Josh, that was your record.
Yeah.
What was it? Explain the tune. Tell everyone what it was and why you chose it.
DJ Jazzy, I can't get it out. Rock with you. I play it before I go out every game.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one that settles me down a little bit.
Is it?
Yeah, I play a little bit of like, I don't know, Meek Mill and then
mood music.
Yeah, and then like I said, like kickers go out 10 minutes before, like the forwards, kicker catchers. So I time it right and I always get it in.
Do you have many superstitions? Are you a superstitious person?
Yeah, I've got to leave my gum shield in water before the game. I have my socks down all the time. I always, if they're kicking to us, I go to my corner. Every they kick to us, I don't know why I do it. I go out the pitch, tap my foot twice, left foot twice, right foot twice, and I hit the post twice.
Oh my god, I love it. You see, you never know that if you didn't ask a nice question like that.
That's phenomenal. Back in old days, 100 years ago, if you told somebody that, you'd get an old judge in your head to sort it out. But I'm just going to ask you there. It's interesting you say that to chill you out. I know when I've trained with you, Josh, England and stuff. Yeah. You've always put a smile on my face because you never stop buzzing. You're always buzzing, and it's really good because enthusiasm, as you know, is contagious. And it's interesting you say it to calm you down. Most players try to get up for games. Yeah. Do you find yourself that you're genuinely in life just that happy and energised that you have to calm yourself down and concentrate for games?
Yeah, like everyone sees me at training. I'm always pretty buzzing. I am. I'm trying, even though, like I say, I've been on crutches for the past 2 weeks. I've been running about on them. Like I say, I am. I think it's good to bring, like I say, a bit of atmosphere to the training camps. Keep everyone a bit entertained. So you've got your long days, and some people are dead drained from training the day after. So yeah, I try and do my little bit to help everyone out.
Absolutely.
Right, going to crack on with game reviews. Should we do some actual reviews, or do you want to do your second recording?
That's what you want to do. Choose.
I can leave the recording till the end. We'll do the other games, then we'll leave the recording. Where are we starting, Jonesy?
I think probably want to have a go at starting with probably the big game of the week, which was St Helens against Castleford, which was
top of the table clash, and Saints put the last minute nipped it.
Well, I remember I was at Headingley and everybody was talking about it. Castleford miles up,
24-6 up,
and then it was like, yeah, you were telling everybody, yeah, Castleford won. Looks like they've won, and then no, Kitman, Simon Bell come in. He's right, Bell. He come over and he said, no, Saints scored at the last minute. And he was like, oh. But anyway, brilliant. Saints are fantastic. Early try for Finn after some impressive hands from Clark. Real simple rugby. Quite often the best form of rugby, as you know. Keep it simple, get over there in the corner. And then a crossfield kick from Dawn, collected by Carney, who's on fire at the moment. He offloaded to Shenton, one-handed. Brilliant offload. Big grip round the ball. Old Tony Smith coaching style there. He scored in the corner against his former club. And Shenton looks to be playing some of the best rugby league of his career. Castleford's third try come from Millington, who chased down a well-weighted kick from Sneyd. Is it Sneyd or Sned?
Mark Sneyd.
Sneyd, I can get it right.
Schneedle.
I know we've mentioned it a few times, but the crossover between Sneyd and Rangi Chase has been priceless, I think, for Cass, because he's playing really well.
Yeah, I think that combination. Liam Finn has got to be the find of the season. He's been fantastic. I'm sure it helps having Powell as a coach for so long at Featherstone. They know each other very well, but I don't think anyone, because we tried to get him at Halifax and he chose to go full time at Cass. Fair play to the lad at 29 years old to give up. He had a full time job as an electrician. He's a sparky. To give up his career to go for his dream, massive respect for him. And it's working out.
Something you'd do that, innit?
Oh yeah, I did it. I'd give up 50 grand. I'd give up 50 grand a year to work for free on the radio. Awesome. So
Saints went Castleford. Castleford went 18-0 up. Everybody's buzzing, blowing the roof off. Castleford fans there. Saints hit back with a Wigan style shape. Out the back, which finished with Soliola in a strong line, crashed all over for Saints opener. Saints obviously miss him next year. Can't mention too much because it's on Two Dogs Talking Points. Not long after that, Saints.
Don't talk about it.
Not long after that, Saints tried to shift in their own half, ended up with ball to ground, and an enthusiastic Cass through Michael Shenton got to the ball first to score his second try of the night. Then Lomax scored after 6 minutes in the second half, finishing a move that started with a shift with a ball from left to right. Jones breaking the Cass line, passed back inside to Lomax, who started the move. Saints scored again after a long shift from one side of the field, from the left side right over to the other, where Makinson scored another diving try in the corner. Josh, I want to ask you a question about that. Remind me after. Cass had struggled to get the shape back after a break that they conceded just second before. Cass scored again on the 60th minute. Sneyd with a 30-metre grubber in the corner that Carney took full advantage of. Carney's killing it at the minute. I know he's got a lot of interest, I think. We were talking about it earlier. And then Jordan Turner, a try put past Saints with an 8 after the ball dropped around the back rower. What?
You wrote it.
This out?
You wrote it.
And then Welland scored next on his 414th appearance. A dream contribution for the Saints, long timer. I think Paul Wellens is to Saints what Stephen Gerrard is to Liverpool.
Oh,
really,
mate, did you see Gerrard after the game?
We'll talk about after. I'm in a roll here. But the try itself, the lead up to it, was an Harlem Globetrotter, which showed the handling skills that St Helens have got. A lot of teams, only they can do what they can do. And then Swift was great for the match winner with another world-class show of hands from the Saints players, which finished with a John Wilkin long ball to Swift, who did what he does best and put the game to bed with a one-handed put down. Go, talk about Stephen Gerrard.
I'm going to talk about Tom Makinson first. Is kids doing it all over the country? Every try he scores, he can't just put it down like a normal kid. He has to dive over the line and put his hand back.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't just me who's noticed this, because Josh Charnley, there's nobody more qualified than us in here to answer this. I know, obviously, wingers have to score some pretty... And actually, this try at Cass, he did need to do that, because his toes were in third row crowd when he did it, and it was a brilliant try. But every single one at the minute, and even Swift, when he scored his, he's diving it like that, slamming it down with one hand. I just wondered, Josh, what your thoughts? Do you need to do it?
At Wigan, if I did that, I'd probably get shot. It's when he makes you, when you get over the line, get the ball down with two hands. Like, you never know who's going to come behind you. But that try, yeah, I think he's mastered that dive. Tommy makes, I think it's his signature now. I think every time he's going to score, I think he's going to bang a dive out. I
want to see him score 100 sticks, see if he does it there.
Yeah,
but he's right, Josh,
awesome.
right. Tony Smith used to say the same. If you scored a try and put in training with one hand, it'd be no try. He wouldn't give it. You're not allowed one-handed put downs. You used to go mad, just go for a roof. Because the one time that you do it in a semi-final where you need to score it, somebody bangs your arm, puts it down, it'll bite you in the backside. But yeah, it did start infuriating me a little bit.
I've got a question for you, Josh.
Yep.
Who's the hardest player you play against? When you line up against someone. Because obviously Tommy Makinson scoring 6 tries and stuff. And I just wonder, does it ever get in your? Obviously, it probably doesn't get in your head because it's a competitive nature of the sport. But who is the toughest competitor in the other wingers that you play against in the Super League?
Justin Carney.
Is he?
Yeah. Last year I had a bit of a. I played Leeds. No, I played Cass.
Was he nasty to you?
No, and I couldn't handle him. I gave him too much space, and because he's a big human, he schooled me a little bit.
He looks bigger than me.
He's massive. He's a good athlete.
He's fast as well, isn't he?
Yeah, when he gets motor and he's off. And then I played Leeds the week after, and my head wasn't right, and like I say, I got dropped, and then I had a good look at myself, and then come back, and then that's what. Yeah, but he's the.
He grew a tash.
Yeah, I grew a tash.
You went, I need to be more of a man. I want to be like Carney. Yeah. I'll grow a tash.
Yeah, so yeah, Justin Carney.
Carney's like that episode of Simpsons where Homer keeps finding himself out of a cannon. Just a big round ball, innit? Like a big cannonball out of Indiana Jones or something like that. But you're right, mate.
You know what I hope that Cast have a great season. They'll get in playoffs and finish like 4th or 5th, realistically, by the end of the season. And that's a great season. I just hope they don't lose all the players. They go get poached and taken to other teams. That'd really suck ass, to be honest. Eddie, what about you? Who's your growing up? Obviously, you haven't played much over here, but who's been the toughest person in your career when you thought, oh, God, we're playing them this week?
In the Super League or the
both Super League and NRL?
In the NRL is probably the Warriors, because they're pretty big boys, and it's always competitive playing against those big fellas, especially when Ruben Wiki and that were playing. In the Super League, probably the toughest match was probably Warrington was probably the toughest for me, myself.
Benny Westwood.
Physically, yeah.
He's angry, isn't he? He's really angry. He's a really nice bloke, but he's really, really angry.
Yeah. He's a tough player. I hope anybody's good.
When I went over to Sydney Roosters at the start of the year to get a bit of experience and to see how they operated as a club, because I wanted to kind of get made in it for working over here. And they were training, Warrington were training. And I was talking to Paul Wood, he's coming on the show, and Benny at side at pitch. And like Harrison's running laps. Ben looks over, Sunnyville's there, glamour, top off and that. And he goes, yeah, ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. What about when? Yeah, I'd have a go of him. It's like you can just tell him he was just getting wound up. It's like looking at him like running around. He's an absolute massive human. Is Sunnyville.
Yeah, he's a big fella, and he's doing well in the NRL, and he can play any sport.
Right? Yeah, not anything. I bet he could be a bobslayer and kill it. He's that kind of guy, isn't he?
Cool runnings.
Right, we want another review to do. I was getting sidetracked, don't we? Sorry,
that's cool.
Sorry, Jonesy.
That's fine, mate. A short one here. Warrington 12, Ulker 25. It's almost a repeat tie after Warrington just managed to beat Ulker in the last few minutes in the Challenge Cup week before, which I suppose in some ways was the more important of the two. It was a very tightly contested first half. Wayman scoring the only first half try for Ulker. But Myler gave the Warrington fans something to cheer about in the second half with 2 second half tries. But it all belonged to Ulker, with Wayman scoring a second, Keating, Burns also on the score sheet, and by the sounds of it, Burns was the man of the match. It was outstanding. He's getting better and better, I know.
Was it excellent?
It was excellent. Funny enough, I played against Burns. I've only played it. I've been injured a lot recently, and I got the worst friction burn on my head, worst ever on my head last year. I got picked up and dumped, but as I was getting dumped, my head scraped along sandy floor, and I thought, wow, I burnt all my head. I got up and it was Burns there, honestly, of all the people. But yeah, okay, I turned a bit of a corner, and Warrington obviously be a bit disappointed with that, I suppose. But okay, I can't take anything away from them. Obviously, performed pretty well.
Great. It's a funny one, isn't it, Warrington? Because it's like 1 week they play awesome and kill it, and then at the moment I think they're struggling to find some consistency and trying to get those combinations working, pivots.
Well, I think Ben West was injured in here as well. At the minute they miss him, he's a big miss.
Atkins is playing well though, so it's like he's come back into form. See, he had a bit of a slow start this season. Just come back from injury, and he seems to be picking up a few tries.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where do you want to go next? Bradford game?
Bradford game, if you want. Well, I thought to myself, you was up there, Simo. You're becoming a superstar in Bradford. The announcer, the match announcer.
Well, you know
Tell us a
how it is, boys. don't upset Tyre. Tyre does it with me, and I've done the last 2 games, and it's been fun. Tyre, be honest, because I think if he don't like some of my style, how I do it, because he says I'm not very professional, but the fans seem to like it. They seem to connect with me.
No, yeah, nothing negative to say. You are good. You bring something that's missing. You know what I mean, and you keep the crowd entertained, and that's what it's all about. But the staff who are watching over you,
they have so far. I've been there 2 games. I've gone and sat on bench during the game, talking to Chev. Apparently, you're not allowed to do that. That's a no-no in rugby. I didn't know. No one said you can't go sit with your mates on bench. So I'm sat there talking to Chev. I was, how's it going, mate? And everyone's just like, I walk out, and everyone's like, what are you doing? You can't go on bench. I'm like, why not? And and then I tried to smash a fan in this competition and fell and decked it. Did a full on like tipple over first game because I set this competition up where a Salford fan versus a fat Salford fan versus a fat Bradford fan running across the pitch. That'd be funny. It was very funny, and to see who could win. And the Bradford fan were losing big time. So I thought, I'm gonna put a shot on here. I'll just put a shot on this Oldham fan. So I've shot out like to go smash him in my slippy shoes, and then as I was going to go put my shoulder into him, I thought, what if I hurt him? He's an old guy. He must be about like early 40s to late 40s. I thought I'm a big man. I thought if I smash this guy here, take him out, knock him out somewhere just by accident, it's going to look really, really bad on my first game. So I kind of tried to pull out of it, but lost my footing and just went on a. The fans loved it, fully decked it, and then I started singing. Now we're going to sing. This week I'm going to tell a joke, like an opening joke to the fans. No, I think I'm going to go with a safe bet. Why did the Mexican push his wife off a cliff? Tequila. It's a safe bet, isn't it?
Is your mate who pushes nightclub off cliffs to give you that one?
Yeah. Good joke though, isn't it? Something like that, a family joke that's not, not too insultive for anyone. But there'll be one Mexican fan, oh my God, crowd kicking off. But yeah, I'm gonna go tell a joke this week. We started singing the songs, so off the pitch, it's going really well at Bradford. Would you say, Tyre?
Yeah.
On the pitch, not the best.
Not the best. 24 points to Bradford, 38 to Salford. Malani.
We've got to talk about Phil Bentham.
One sec. Malani, Sal Smith, Ashers, Polatua, Chase all scoring for Salford. Patel, Sidlow, Kia and Henry scoring for the Bradford Bulls. Justin Harris' first game in charge. I don't suppose there's a lot he could have done other than give a few decent words of advice in his first week. But certainly, according to yourselves and the guys at the back there, Mr. Kukash was a bit happy. He collared him after the game.
Yes. One, Alex Simmons, Rugby AM. Do you want to come on my show? Yes, anytime, mate. Yes, anytime. like if you put some shades on, it'd be like a Godfather in some like dodgy 70s mad, Scarface. It could be Kukash. Could be in Scarface.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yes.
Mate, do you know what?
For my assistant, she would put something in my diary.
What, is he Mexican as well?
I think so. I think he's half Mexican, half Arab.
When you go, he spends a bit of time in Dubai. I think part of his business is doing like big, conferences and talks to business people. So it'd be funny if he showed up there as well when he's walking out.
He'll walk me around his big horse thing, and at the end of it there'll be some pigs where like, I feed them to the pigs
through bone like batter.
Yeah.
Brick top.
Yeah, but mate, Phil Bentham, because they've let me now walk out with like the main, like before the game, put like a little jingle on, and I walk out. Obviously, hands in the air, wave to all the crowd. I laud it big time. And but as I was walking down the tunnel, Phil was there. I went, "Oh yeah, I'm watching for them drop goals tonight, Phil." He went, I'm waiting for that. Straight away, I got into him, and. And then another, I'm gonna give it to someone else now. Someone who's having a really bad game at office, Robbie Paul, right? I know he's my boss. Don't really care. I'll tell him it straight. I'm picking man at match from now on, Robbie, not you. First week, right? Luke Gale scores an hat-trick, kicks 10 goals, and he's like, Adam O'Brien man at match. I went, Adam O'Brien came off after 20 minutes. He didn't even on the field. He's only played 20 minutes. What game are you watching? Put your prawn sandwich down, Rob. And I had to come down and watch game. And he fought with someone else. So then he said, Brett Kearney says, Robbie, Luke Gale has scored a hat-trick and kicked 10 goals and about 4 assists. How is he not man at match? He says, oh yeah, actually, Luke Gale, yeah. This week, she comes down, end of game. Pertz had a great game, didn't he? Adrian Patel. He because we do this thing called hashtag Bulls Team Talk. So if you're a fan, and what would you say to the boys at half time? Then you tweet them, and I read them out. And someone had actually tweeted, why is a man who's had a heart attack the only person running the ball? And it was right in first half. Perts, who was making so many metres, and it's kind of deceptive because he must have a bit of a yard of pace because he always tends to get through gaps. He must run good lines. You look at him, and you think, he's not a massive guy. He don't seem to be one of them that was really quick, but he always does. He does pretty well when I seen him play. And who else played well this week?
Few of us.
There were a few good performers this week, but
Elliot Keane had a good game.
Tron had a right game.
Yeah.
He played really, really well. But he's then Robbie. The voice came from above. Robbie Paul picking the man of the match. Matty Blythe. He wasn't even in the game, really, was he? I'm thinking to myself, why? Is it like some kind of cruel joke to me just to wind me up? What's he doing? it annoys me though.
He obviously didn't ask you to announce it this week, did he?
He did. Yeah.
Or did you have to announce it?
But I announced it after the game.
We're getting some carry-ons here from the boys. We'll go to Huddersfield and Hull next. Big game that I went over, did a bit of radio Leeds, and I really enjoyed the game. I suspected Hull would win, only because too many things were coming out of Huddersfield that were all negative and give them too many excuses not to win it. So obviously got knocked out controversially at Huddersfield week before.
Brett the Hitman Hart.
Brett the Hitman Hart got banned for his DDT for 6 or 8 games, and then they were moaning about a short turnaround. And I thought they've just not got it in them. Too many excuses. They started really flat. A few uncharacteristic errors from Griggs. He was very frustrated. Got up swinging at Gaz Ellis, who was back this week. Did you see him on that Saturday morning programme, by the way, the kids programme, Gaz Ellis?
What was Gaz Ellis doing on the programme?
It was like throwing basket. It was awesome. When I was a kid, I was ready to be on
Game Changers, is it?
He's on Game Changers, yeah. I was ready to be like Funhouse when I was a kid. I thought
mate,
it was
Pat
awesome.
Sharp.
Pat Sharp,
he had the best mullet ever.
Brilliant.
There's loads of mullets in Australia. This guy in the 80s, Pat Sharp. Okay. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Jamie Shaw had a great game, I thought, for Hull, and so did Rankin. The young lad Rankin, he was brilliant. He was high in my rankings anyway. He took on the line really well. Bit of footwork, run like he wanted to bust. He wasn't going to tackle himself. But Huddersfield conceded a few tries early on, and just banjo time from Hull. They were really strong, got out that line, squeezed them up. For me, I think Gaz Carvel was the man of the match. He come on after a few weeks injured with his ankle, and he absolutely battered them all to bits. Took the ball up all day. A try there from my half brother, flipping heck. Jody Broughton obviously got the 50% of the fast genes that I've not got, but Huddersfield just looked really flat, and I fear for him a little bit, if I'm honest with you. Going into this Easter period, it's not been great for them.
Who are they playing over Easter?
They've got Warrington, I think.
Oof.
Is that right? Warrington, I think.
It's a tough run, that, isn't it?
Tough run, that.
Bradford have got Leeds and Wigan. Couldn't get much worse, could it, really?
No, it's hard. It is hard, mate. It's no easy games, though.
I'm going to give it to you on Thursday, though.
It's real tough.
I'm gonna give it to all Leeds fans. Stand up if you hate the Rhinos. Shoes off if you hate Leeds.
I'm gonna bring something with me. Don't you worry. I'll
you come in.
Yeah,
will you come on pitch at half time and have a chat?
Yeah.
Sweet.
We'll put something together.
Yeah. Cool.
Don't tell anybody though. Last game, Leeds and Wakefield. I was obviously there as well, enjoying myself.
Have you done a little recording for it?
No, I haven't actually. I've got one more recording after this. I'll just fire through. Obviously, Leeds almost a carbon copy of the week before. Wakefield were actually pretty good, defended really well. We threw loads at them on a fast pitch. Rock hard at the minute, pitch it real firm, and it just suits us really well, especially our outside backs who are playing out of their skin. Liam Sutcliffe got another try. He's going to be international without a doubt for me as he gets older. He's just taking.
Who's better, Sutty or Mags?
Oh mate, Mags has got that experience. Mags is Mags. He's a legend, isn't he? He's going to go down like a Gary Schofield is Mags. But obviously we're all getting.
I hope he don't go down that road.
Well, no, I hope he goes. Hope he goes finishes the game as a scorer. I don't what he does after the game. I hope he don't know. But without being critical, though, we are who we are.
You hate him. You hate Gary Schofield.
I don't hate anybody. Me, love for, like you two.
I'm joking.
One love for everybody. But so he did really well. The poor Ben Jones-Bishop got knocked out. He got picked up, slammed on the floor. He's got a nice little afro, and then to pad his head, and then he wears the helmet as well. He wears the scrum cap, and it knocked him clean out. Had to get carried off the pitch, and first he knew, he was waking up in the doctor's office fighting with doctor because he was trying to put an oxygen mask on him, and he didn't know what was going on. He was fighting with doctor. But anyway, yeah, I think Wakefield scored one try. Paul McShane, brilliant little break, brilliant play. He's a fantastic player. He got out with dummy half, went straight through the middle, and he got backed up by Jared Samet, one of our guests a few weeks ago. Scored Wakefield's only try.
Do you fear for Wakey?
No, definitely not. I think they've got too much attacking prowess. Last two games they've obviously come up against it.
They've scored 10 points.
Yeah, but mate, we've without, I know I'm a Leeds player, but we've conceded 72 points in 8 games. The defence is mint at the minute. That's one of the things that's really going for us. So, that's not down to so much work. It's just a lot of effort from boys. But yeah, absolutely. I think Wakefield will come on and they've had scored too many tries not to do well.
It's tough because obviously being affiliated with Bradford, it's like you're kind of looking at its league thinking, right, it's still -2. Where you going? We need to get back into positive points for a start, and then you're looking around and it's like, okay, I look through, all right, Catalan, they're going to come good.
Yep.
Wakey probably took 2 of the Bradford's best players in Samet and Scruton. It's like, who's that other team really? You need to kind of stay close to someone. So you're going into the last few games with a bit of hope. So
I'll ask our two guests here. Judge, imagine you were head of the RFL or in charge of dealing with the appeal that Bradford have put in to get the points back. Would you give them the points back, Josh?
Yeah, it is town and deducted them so many points before the season's already started. So yeah, I'd give them back.
Can you imagine if they waited till last day of the season to do it? Big drum roll. Eddie, what do you think?
Oh man, it must be tough on the boys. They should give those those points to them, just to get their hopes up and play good footy.
Maybe they'll just take a couple off, just a bit of halfway. I don't know. What do you think?
I just think that it's been such a farce, the whole Bradford situation with Omar Khan, everything that those fans and players have been through, because it's the fans and players that suffer. Ultimately, Omar Khan's come in, come out, taking money, this, that, and the other. Don't know the truths in it. We can't speculate on radio, but he's obviously a bit of a bell, So it's not him who's suffered. It's just the fans and the players that have suffered. They're the ones who keep turning up, keep the faith, and keep believing. As I keep getting told at work, believe.
Believe.
So gay. Believe. Yeah, it's so gay. I keep telling them that is so lame. Need to come up with something better, but they love it. Or belong in it. Belong or believe. But anyway, I think that they should get the points back because I think it'll be a better competition.
Yeah.
What I'd hate to see is like London cut adrift. And the best thing I've seen this week is a letter by a Leicester, a guy from Leicester, has written into League Weekly and might be League Express. I don't know which one I've read it in, but about League Weekly. And it's about the woman who ran the World Cup being put in charge of London because it's so important for the game long term to have that club to get the media interest in the sport.
London's massive, mate.
I know it's 15 million people in London, and they can get 1,000 fans. Something's happening in that club. It's not being promoted right. I think they need to make it work, and it's going to be such a shame when they go down. I know it's going to make it fair and all that stuff, but I just think that we're missing a massive trick. And I'm all for promotion and relegation, but I think that Catalan and London are 2 projects that the game needs to grow, and it's not just about the M62 corridor. And if they go out of the comp, I think we won't get it back. I think it's such a negative for sport.
Speaking of Catalan, I think we've final review Catalan v Widnes. Do you want to play his that for us, Ty, and then we can crack on?
Ooh la la.
With our guests in the games. Catalan 42, Widnes 20. Catalan look like they've turned a real corner, turning the Stade Gilbert Brutus Stadium into a cauldron of an away ground for teams to go and try and beat them. Ben Pomeroy scored early on from a darting dummy half front from Policier after just 4 minutes. It was the start of a very promising big game for Pomeroy. Elliot Whitehead scored not long after that with a great line off a short ball. Scored a couple of tries in very similar fashion. Probably the try of the game though come from Escaré, deep in his own half, bottom right hand corner, scooted across the line a little bit like we've seen Sam Tompkins do really well for the last couple of years before putting Millard through an hole on the edge. He supported Millard all the way down, thrown one with a full-back, and Escaré scored probably, for me, one of the tries of the round. Paddy Flynn and Jack Owens hit back in quick fashion for Widnes. Kevin Brown orchestrating much of that. A Brown kick put Jack Owens over. Well worked Huddersfield type tries. I think their Widnes are playing some pretty rugby, and I mean that in a good looking sense. It looks really flash, and they put some nice plays on some nice shapes, and when it comes off from it comes off really well. Elliot Whitehead scored again, scoring a lot of tries. Very underrated Elliot Whitehead. I don't think people realise how many tries he does score. A lot like Brett Ferris in a lot of ways. Very similar play again, just a great short ball, good line, a typical back row type try there from Elliot Whitehead, coming off Leon Price. Second half, Dupont scored early in the corner. Ben Pomeroy again in for his second, both from short side plays. Leon Price, Thomas Boss looked real busy, real tricky, putting some really fancy moves on there. And then Elliot Whitehead raced again in from 50 metres. Widnes, a loose pass, looked to be attacking the Catalan line, put a ball on the floor. Elliot Whitehead skipped it up, and he's turned into he's like a striker, like a poacher, a try poacher, and he's scoring a lot of tries for Catalan. Great player. A strong run from Flynn, and a backdoor offload to Lloyd White got Widnes in for their third try after another smart long ball from Kevin Brown. They carried on fighting back there, but Dupont and Millard scored again for Catalan as they started to run away with the game towards the back end. Jack Owens scored a second for Widnes. A consolation try, but on the day it certainly belongs to Catalan in a red hot Stad Gilbert Brutus. I think Widnes conceded around.
I'm a tip love. Right, we've got to mention the Precky Trekkers this week. Big shout to the Precky Trekkers. A group of Widnes and St Helens fans are walking to Widnes on Easter Monday from Langtree Park to raise money for the Steve Prescott Foundation. To donate, go to justgiving.com/Precky Trekkers. I'll tell you what I really like, the Precky vests. We need to get one for the studio. Have you seen them?
No.
Fun, really good, like basically to spread the name around the world, Steve Prescott. You buy a Precky vest, and then when you go on your holidays, you get a picture taken of who you are and send it into this website. And there's like people, like thousands now buying them.
Really?
Yeah, they're wicked as well. It's like whole colours, isn't it? Mm. Yeah, have you got one, Josh?
No, I've not.
You need to get yourself a Precky
I've seen
vest.
them. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, but you got to hats off to Rugby League, because we know Keith. That is the true reason. That is the actual reason. And I always tell everyone, which I think is hilarious. But the amount of stuff that Rugby League does for charities is phenomenal. We'll talk about it after this tune. So whose tune's next, Tyre?
We're going to play mine.
Oh,
all right.
We'll play yours, then we'll hear because everyone's got a Rugby League story tonight, and we're all going to sing mine. All of us, we're going to have a sing song tonight. We are, Josh.